The Maya civilization, one of the most remarkable societies of pre-Columbian America, developed over thousands of years in the regions that now constitute southeastern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. Emerging from complex interactions between earlier Mesoamerican cultures, particularly the Olmec, and local indigenous developments, the Maya established a civilization marked by extraordinary achievements in architecture, mathematics, astronomy, writing, art, and governance. Their society was highly organized with intricate political hierarchies, ceremonial life, and social structures that reflected a profound understanding of both the natural and spiritual worlds. Archaeological evidence suggests that the roots of the Maya culture can be traced back to the pre-Classic period, roughly from 2000 BCE to 250 CE, when small agricultural communities began to coalesce into more complex settlements. During this period, the Maya developed staple crops such as maize, beans, squash, and cacao, which sustained population growth and allowed for the development of early ceremonial centers. Architectural structures from this era, such as platforms, temples, and ball courts, reveal an early mastery of construction techniques and the integration of spiritual symbolism into public spaces. These early achievements laid the groundwork for the explosive cultural and political growth that occurred during the Classic period, from approximately 250 CE to 900 CE, when the Maya civilization reached its zenith. During the Classic period, the Maya organized themselves into a network of city-states, each ruled by a divine king or ajao, whose authority combined spiritual legitimacy with military and political power. Prominent cities such as Tikal, Palenque, Copán, and Calakmul engaged in complex diplomacy, warfare, and trade, creating a dynamic and interconnected civilization. Monumental architecture from this era included towering step pyramids, expansive palaces, ceremonial plazas, and observatories carefully aligned with celestial phenomena, demonstrating the Maya's sophisticated understanding of both engineering and astronomy. The development of hieroglyphic writing was another defining achievement, allowing the Maya to record historical events, dynastic lineages, astronomical observations, and religious texts with remarkable precision. This writing system, one of the few fully developed scripts in pre-Columbian America, enabled the preservation of knowledge across generations and provided modern scholars with invaluable insights into Maya history and culture. Mathematics played a crucial role in Maya society, particularly through the development of the concept of zero, positional notation, and a vigesimal, or base 20 system, which facilitated complex calculations and informed both calendrical and astronomical systems. The Maya calendaring system, including the 260-day ritual calendar, Tzolk'in, and the 365-day solar calendar, Hab, was intricately linked to social, agricultural, and ceremonial activities. These calendars combined to form the calendar round and the long count system, reflecting the Maya conception of time as both cyclical and linear, and highlighting the civilization's advanced intellectual achievements. Astronomy was deeply integrated into Maya life, guiding agricultural cycles, political events, and religious rituals. Maya astronomers meticulously tracked celestial bodies, including the sun, moon, Venus, and eclipses, aligning temples and observatories with these phenomena to ensure that ritual activities corresponded with cosmic events. These observations were recorded and interpreted by elite priests, underscoring the interconnection between scientific knowledge and spiritual authority. As the civilization progressed into the Postclassic period, roughly from 900 CE to the Spanish conquest in the early 16th century, political and cultural transformations reshaped the Maya world. The southern lowland cities experienced decline, likely due to a combination of environmental stress, warfare, overpopulation, and resource depletion, while northern centers such as Chichen Itza, Uxmal, and Mayapan flourished. These northern cities demonstrated a blending of classic Maya traditions with new influences, including elements from the Toltec culture, seen in architectural motifs, ceremonial practices, and artistic styles. Trade networks expanded significantly during this period, facilitating the movement of goods such as jade, obsidian, cacao, textiles, salt, and exotic feathers, which played important roles in both economic and ritual contexts. Agriculture remained the backbone of Maya subsistence, with innovations like terracing, raised fields, reservoirs, and irrigation systems allowing communities to thrive in diverse and challenging environments. Social organization in Maya society was hierarchical, with rulers, nobles, priests, scribes, artisans, and farmers each occupying distinct roles that supported the civilization's complex political and ceremonial life. The ruler's authority was reinforced through ritual, monumental inscriptions, and iconography depicting divine sanction, while religious and civic ceremonies served to unify communities and legitimize social structures. Religion permeated all aspects of Maya life, with a pantheon of deities governing natural forces, celestial bodies, and human affairs. Rituals, offerings, and sacrifices, sometimes involving bloodletting or the sacrifice of captured enemies, were performed to maintain cosmic balance and ensure the favor of the gods. Ancestor worship and reverence for dynastic lineages further reinforced the spiritual and political framework of Maya society, intertwining governance with religious belief. Artistic achievements reflected these values, with murals, stucco reliefs, carved stone stelae, ceramics, and jade ornaments conveying complex narratives of mythology, history, and royal authority. Iconography combined symbolic, spiritual, and realistic elements, allowing observers to interpret social, political, and religious information encoded within visual forms. The Maya's intellectual achievements extended to education and knowledge transmission, particularly among the elite. Training in hieroglyphic writing, astronomy, mathematics, calendrical calculations, and ritual practice ensured that future generations could maintain societal continuity and cultural traditions. Codices and inscriptions served as repositories of accumulated knowledge, chronicling historical events, genealogies, astronomical data, and religious practices with precision and clarity. Warfare played an essential role in Maya society, influencing political alliances, economic networks, and ceremonial life. City-states engaged in battles to assert dominance, capture tribute, or seize prisoners for ritual sacrifice, which reinforced the authority of rulers and upheld the perceived order of the cosmos. At the same time, periods of peace allowed for the flourishing of trade, urban development, and cultural exchange, highlighting the dynamic and adaptive nature of Maya civilization. Environmental management was another key aspect of Maya society, reflecting an understanding of ecology and resource sustainability. By cultivating a variety of crops, building reservoirs, and managing forests, the Maya adapted to the environmental constraints of their regions, supporting dense populations while minimizing ecological stress. These strategies demonstrate an advanced comprehension of agricultural science, hydrology, and sustainable land use, integral to the civilization's long-term survival. Linguistically, the Maya spoke a variety of languages belonging to the Mayan language family, which persists today in numerous dialects, preserving cultural identity and traditional knowledge. Oral histories, ceremonial speech, and contemporary storytelling continue to transmit values, cosmology, and historical narratives, linking modern communities to their ancient heritage. The rediscovery and scholarly study of Maya civilization, beginning with early European exploration and continuing through modern archaeology, epigraphy, and ethnography, has dramatically enhanced our understanding of this sophisticated society. Excavations of monumental architecture, decipherment of hieroglyphs, and analysis of artifacts have revealed a civilization capable of extraordinary scientific, artistic, and social achievements. Modern research has challenged earlier misconceptions that depicted the Maya as isolated or stagnant, instead highlighting their dynamic political systems, intellectual prowess, and cultural resilience. Despite the eventual decline of many classic southern cities, the Maya civilization demonstrated remarkable adaptability. Northern centers, such as Chichen Itza, incorporated new influences while maintaining continuity with older traditions, reflecting the civilization's capacity to evolve in response to changing environmental, social, and political conditions. The endurance of Maya cultural practices among contemporary descendants underscores the resilience of their traditions and the continuing significance of their intellectual and spiritual heritage. The civilization's accomplishments in astronomy, mathematics, architecture, writing, art, and governance collectively illustrate a society that harmonized practical needs with religious and philosophical considerations. Through their innovations in calendrical systems, numerical notation, city planning, and ceremonial life, the Maya demonstrated an unparalleled capacity for observation, analysis, and organization, leaving a legacy that continues to inform, inspire, and challenge modern understandings of the capacities of ancient civilizations. Maya art and architecture reveal a civilization that integrated symbolism, functionality, and aesthetics, turning public spaces into reflections of cosmology and power. Pyramids, temples, ball courts, and palaces were carefully designed to serve religious, political, and social functions, while artistic works captured historical events, mythological narratives, and ritual practices. These material expressions offer profound insights into the values, priorities, and intellectual sophistication of Maya society. Furthermore, the Maya's approach to knowledge and education highlights the civilization's emphasis on learning, record-keeping, and intergenerational transmission of expertise. By codifying astronomical observations, calendrical systems, dynastic histories, and ritual practices, the Maya ensured that their understanding of the cosmos and their society could be preserved and applied across generations, a testament to the durability and intentionality of their intellectual culture. In sum, the Maya civilization represents one of the most complex and enduring cultural achievements of pre-Columbian America. Its integration of intellectual, spiritual, artistic, and political systems created a society capable of remarkable innovation, resilience, and cultural continuity. From its early agricultural foundations to the construction of monumental cities, development of writing and mathematics, precise astronomical observations, elaborate ritual life, and enduring social and political structures, the Maya civilization offers an extraordinary example of human creativity, adaptability, and accomplishment. Their legacy, evident both in archaeological remains and in living traditions among their descendants, continues to inspire, educate, and challenge modern understandings of the capacities of ancient civilizations. As the Maya civilization continued to flourish, the intricate interplay between their environment, society, and spiritual worldview became increasingly apparent, revealing a culture that was simultaneously materially sophisticated and intellectually profound. Maya city-states, strategically located across the lowlands and highlands, demonstrated remarkable urban planning and architectural skill. Central ceremonial cores featured pyramids, palaces, ball courts, and plazas, designed to facilitate not only political and religious activities, but also to reinforce social hierarchies and communal identity. Elite residences and administrative complexes were often distinct from commoner neighborhoods, reflecting a carefully organized spatial hierarchy that mirrored the stratified political structure of Maya society. The rulers, regarded as divine intermediaries between humans and gods, consolidated authority through a combination of spiritual legitimacy, military prowess, and administrative competence. Royal dynasties maintained power by performing elaborate ceremonies, commissioning monumental art and architecture, and overseeing trade networks and agricultural production. The stelae, lintels, murals, and inscriptions created under royal patronage chronicled dynastic histories, military conquests, political alliances, and ceremonial life, serving as instruments of propaganda as well as historical records. Warfare played a central role in Maya political life, as city-states competed for territory, tribute, and influence. Conflicts often involved complex strategies, alliances, and rivalries, with the capture of elites serving both practical and ritual purposes. captured nobles were sometimes sacrificed in elaborate ceremonies to reinforce the divine authority of victorious rulers and to maintain the perceived cosmic order. At the same time, periods of peace and cooperation allowed for flourishing trade, cultural exchange, and urban development, highlighting the dynamic and adaptive nature of Maya society. Economically, the Maya developed a system that combined subsistence agriculture with long-distance trade and craft specialization. Staple crops like maize, beans, squash, and cacao provided the foundation for daily life, while innovative agricultural practices such as terracing, raised fields, irrigation, and water management supported dense populations in environmentally diverse regions. Craft production, including ceramics, weaving, jade carving, and obsidian toolmaking, was highly organized, with certain goods reserved for elite use, ceremonial exchange, or long-distance trade. Markets and trade networks extended across Mesoamerica, facilitating the movement of essential commodities, luxury items, and symbolic materials. The exchange of jade, obsidian, cacao, feathers, salt, and textiles served economic, social, and ritual purposes, linking city-states and promoting cultural interactions. Central to the functioning of Maya society was religion, which permeated every aspect of life. The Maya pantheon included gods associated with maize, rain, the sun, the moon, death, and various natural phenomena, each with elaborate narratives and ritual requirements. Religious ceremonies, often performed atop pyramids or within sacred precincts, included offerings of food, incense, and precious objects, as well as bloodletting and, at times, human sacrifice. These rituals were designed to maintain cosmic harmony, ensure agricultural fertility, and affirm the divine authority of rulers. Ancestor worship further reinforced social and political hierarchies, linking dynastic continuity with spiritual legitimacy. Artistic expression was a key means by which the Maya communicated cosmology, history, and social hierarchy. Murals, stucco reliefs, carved stone stelae, painted ceramics, and jade ornaments conveyed narratives that intertwined mythology, ritual, and royal lineage. Symbolism was highly codified, with trained observers able to interpret the complex layers of meaning embedded in artistic forms. The combination of realistic depiction, abstract symbolism, and ritual significance reflected a society that valued knowledge, observation, and spiritual awareness. Writing and record-keeping were integral to Maya intellectual life. The hieroglyphic script, used to record historical events, genealogies, religious texts, and astronomical observations, was both complex and precise. Codices, monumental inscriptions, and portable artifacts served as repositories of accumulated knowledge, allowing successive generations to maintain cultural continuity and to navigate the complexities of political, social, and ritual life. Education, particularly for the elite, emphasized literacy, astronomy, mathematics, calendrical calculations, and ritual proficiency, ensuring that the intellectual and spiritual framework of Maya civilization could be sustained over centuries.
Astronomy and mathematics were interwoven with daily life, religion, and governance. Maya astronomers meticulously tracked the movements of celestial bodies, including the sun, moon, Venus, and eclipses, producing predictive models that informed agricultural planning, ritual scheduling, and political decision-making. The invention of zero, positional notation, and a base 20 numerical system allowed for advanced calculations, while the integration of these concepts into calendrical systems, including the Tzolk'in, Hab, calendar round, and long count, reflected a sophisticated understanding of cyclical and linear time. Temples, observatories, and ceremonial complexes were aligned with celestial phenomena, demonstrating the practical application of astronomical knowledge to architectural design and societal organization. The environmental adaptations of the Maya reveal a nuanced comprehension of ecology and resource management. Agricultural innovations, water control systems, forest management, and settlement planning enabled dense populations to thrive in challenging conditions. These strategies illustrate the civilization's capacity for scientific observation, experimentation, and long-term planning, highlighting an approach to sustainability that integrated human needs with ecological awareness. Social organization was intricately structured, with distinct roles for rulers, nobles, priests, scribes, artisans, and farmers. Each class contributed to the maintenance of political authority, ritual life, and economic production, creating a complex system in which interdependence and hierarchy reinforced the stability of Maya society. Marriage alliances, tribute systems, and ceremonial obligations further strengthened social cohesion and political networks. Trade and interregional interactions were crucial to the development and maintenance of Maya civilization. Exchange networks connected the Maya with distant Mesoamerican cultures, facilitating the flow of goods, technologies, and ideas. Markets supported both everyday economic needs and the circulation of prestige items, while trade routes allowed for cultural diffusion, the adoption of new artistic styles, and the integration of technological innovations. These exchanges underscored the interconnectedness of the Maya with their broader Mesoamerican context. The Postclassic period brought transformations in political organization, urban development, and cultural expression. While many southern lowland cities declined due to environmental stress, warfare, and social upheaval, northern centers such as Chichen Itza, Uxmal, and Mayapan experienced growth, blending classic Maya traditions with new influences from Toltec and other Mesoamerican cultures. Architecture, art, and ritual practices from this period reflect both continuity and innovation, demonstrating the resilience and adaptability of Maya society. The encounter with Europeans in the early 16th century introduced new challenges, including disease, colonization, and political disruption. Despite these profound changes, the Maya cultural legacy persisted through the survival of languages, rituals, agricultural practices, and communal knowledge among descendant communities. Archaeological, epigraphic, and ethnographic research has illuminated the depth and sophistication of Maya civilization.
Excavations of monumental architecture, decipherment of hieroglyphs, and study of material culture have revealed a society capable of extraordinary intellectual, artistic, and social achievements. These findings challenge earlier assumptions of the Maya as static or primitive, highlighting their dynamic political systems, scientific acumen, and cultural resilience. The continuity of Maya culture is further exemplified by the vibrant traditions maintained by contemporary Maya communities. Languages, rituals, and communal knowledge systems preserve historical memory and cultural identity, linking the present to an ancient and enduring civilization. Education, knowledge transmission, and intellectual achievement remain central to Maya life, with elite scribes and priests ensuring that calendrical calculations, astronomical observations, dynastic histories, and ritual protocols were accurately preserved. The integration of these systems into governance, religion, and art reflects the holistic worldview that defined Maya civilization. In architecture, art, astronomy, and written records, the Maya achieved an extraordinary synthesis of science, spirituality, and social organization. Their cities were not only centers of administration and ritual, but also embodiments of cosmological principles, reflecting a worldview in which human, natural, and divine realms were interconnected. Artistic and architectural works served practical, ceremonial, and symbolic purposes, communicating complex ideas about power, morality, and the universe. The enduring legacy of the Maya is evident not only in archaeological remains, but also in living cultural traditions. Contemporary Maya communities maintain agricultural methods, rituals, oral traditions, and languages that are direct continuations of ancient practices, illustrating cultural resilience and the transmission of knowledge across centuries. From monumental pyramids aligned with the movements of the sun and planets to the precise hieroglyphic records of dynasties and celestial cycles, the Maya exemplify a civilization that harmonized observation, creativity, and spirituality in ways that continue to inspire awe and scholarly inquiry. The intellectual achievements of the Maya, particularly in mathematics and astronomy, demonstrate a sophisticated capacity for abstract thought, observation, and predictive modeling. These achievements informed agricultural practices, ritual timing, and political decision-making, reflecting a civilization that integrated practical needs with philosophical and cosmological understanding. The Maya approach to governance, ritual, and social organization exemplifies the capacity of human societies to create complex, interconnected systems that endure over centuries. Their achievements highlight the importance of intellectual rigor, artistic expression, environmental adaptation, and spiritual insight in sustaining sophisticated civilizations. In summary, the Maya civilization represents one of the most complex, enduring, and influential cultures of pre-Columbian America. Its integration of intellectual, spiritual, artistic, and political systems created a society capable of remarkable innovation, resilience, and cultural continuity. Through monumental architecture, sophisticated writing and mathematics, precise astronomical observation, elaborate ritual life, and resilient social structures, the Maya exemplify the ingenuity, adaptability, and creativity of human civilization. Their legacy, evident in both material remains and living cultural traditions, continues to inform, inspire, and educate, offering timeless lessons on the interplay of knowledge, belief, power, and human creativity in shaping the destiny of civilizations. The final chapter of Maya's civilization, particularly during the Postclassic period, offers profound insights into the resilience, adaptability, and enduring legacy of this remarkable culture. Following the decline of many southern lowland cities by the end of the 9th century CE, attributed to a combination of environmental stress, overpopulation, warfare, and socio-political upheaval, northern centers such as Chichen Itza, Uxmal, and Mayapan emerged as major hubs of political, religious, and cultural life. These cities demonstrated a capacity to synthesize classic Maya traditions with influences from other Mesoamerican cultures, most notably the Toltec, resulting in a distinctive blend of architectural, artistic, and ritual innovations. The Temple of the Warriors at Chichen Itza, with its iconic columns and intricate carvings, and the Pyramid of the Magician at Uxmal exemplify this hybridized architectural style, reflecting both continuity with past practices and the incorporation of new design elements, cosmological principles, and ceremonial functions. Militaristic governance became more pronounced in many northern centers, reflecting changing political dynamics and the increasing importance of controlling trade routes, resources, and regional alliances. Strategic fortifications, watchtowers, and ceremonial displays of military power underscored the centrality of warfare in maintaining political authority, securing tribute, and reinforcing the perceived legitimacy of rulers. Trade networks expanded considerably during this period, connecting northern Maya cities with distant regions across Mesoamerica. The exchange of luxury items such as jade, obsidian, exotic feathers, cacao, salt, and finely woven textiles not only facilitated economic prosperity, but also enabled cultural and ideological interactions, allowing for the spread of artistic motifs, ritual practices, and technological innovations. Markets became centers of both commerce and social interaction, reflecting the dynamic interplay between economic activity and communal life. Agriculture continued to sustain dense populations, with innovations in water management, terracing, raised fields, and soil conservation techniques demonstrating sophisticated ecological understanding. These practices allowed the Maya to adapt to diverse environments, from tropical lowlands to highland valleys, maintaining food security while mitigating environmental stress. Social organization remained highly stratified, with a clear hierarchy that included rulers, nobles, priests, scribes, artisans, and commoners. Each class contributed to the functioning of the city-state, from political decision-making and ritual performance to craft production and agricultural labor. This interdependence reinforced social cohesion, maintained hierarchical stability, and ensured the continuity of complex ceremonial and administrative systems. Religion continued to permeate every aspect of Maya life. Ceremonial practices, offerings, and sacrifices, sometimes involving human captives, were carefully timed according to intricate calendrical systems, reflecting the Maya belief in the cyclical and interconnected nature of time, cosmos, and human action. temples, plazas, and observatories served as both functional and symbolic spaces, embodying the integration of cosmology, governance, and ritual performance. Ancestor worship remained central, linking dynastic legitimacy to spiritual authority, reinforcing social hierarchy, and providing moral guidance within communities. Art and visual culture flourished during the Postclassic period, reflecting both continuity with classic traditions and the adoption of new influences. Murals, carved reliefs, ceramics, and sculpted monuments conveyed complex narratives of mythology, dynastic history, ritual events, and cosmological understanding. Artistic symbolism was codified, allowing trained observers to interpret multiple layers of meaning that connected spiritual, political, and social realms.
Writing and record-keeping continued to be vital components of intellectual life. The hieroglyphic script, used to document dynastic lineages, religious texts, astronomical observations, and historical events, ensured continuity of knowledge and informed governance, ritual practice, and cultural memory. Codices, inscriptions, and portable artifacts functioned as repositories of accumulated wisdom, facilitating the transmission of knowledge across generations. Astronomy and mathematics remained central to the Maya worldview. Observations of celestial bodies, calculations of planetary cycles, and the alignment of architectural structures with solar and lunar phenomena exemplify the civilization's capacity for precise scientific understanding. The long count calendar, along with the Tzolk'in and Hob cycles, enabled complex planning of rituals, agricultural cycles, and political events, reflecting an integrated approach to time, cosmology, and human activity. Despite these remarkable achievements, the arrival of Europeans in the early 16th century profoundly disrupted Maya society. The introduction of new diseases, combined with military conquest and colonial policies, devastated populations, dismantled traditional political structures, and challenged long-standing cultural practices. Nevertheless, the resilience of Maya communities is evident in the survival of languages, rituals, agricultural techniques, and oral traditions that persist to the present day. Archaeological discoveries, epigraphic analysis, and ethnographic research have illuminated the depth and complexity of Maya civilization, revealing a society capable of extraordinary intellectual, artistic, and social accomplishment. These studies challenge earlier misconceptions of the Maya as primitive or enigmatic, instead highlighting their sophisticated governance, scientific knowledge, cosmological understanding, and cultural resilience. Modern scholarship has also emphasized the importance of understanding the Maya as a living culture, with descendants maintaining vibrant linguistic, ritual, and community practices that embody the continuity of ancient traditions. Contemporary Maya communities cultivate traditional crops, perform ceremonial rituals, and maintain languages that trace back directly to their ancestral heritage, exemplifying cultural resilience and the preservation of knowledge across centuries. The Maya's integration of science, art, religion, and governance offers timeless lessons about human ingenuity, adaptability, and creativity. Monumental architecture aligned with celestial events, hieroglyphic inscriptions detailing dynastic histories and astronomical phenomena, sophisticated mathematical and calendrical systems, and rich artistic traditions collectively reflect a civilization capable of harmonizing intellectual, spiritual, and social dimensions of life. Education, knowledge transmission, and intellectual achievement remain central throughout Maya history. Elite scribes and priests ensured that astronomical observations, calendrical calculations, historical records, and ritual practices were preserved and accurately transmitted. This intellectual continuity allowed the Maya to maintain complex social structures, sustain agricultural productivity, plan ritual cycles, and govern expansive city-states over centuries. The enduring legacy of the Maya is further reflected in their artistic, architectural, and scientific accomplishments. Step pyramids, palaces, ball courts, ceremonial plazas, and observatories demonstrate their engineering skill, urban planning, and cosmological insight. Murals, reliefs, ceramics, and inscriptions communicate sophisticated ideas about history, mythology, cosmology, and social hierarchy. These tangible achievements provide insight into the values, priorities, and intellectual capabilities of Maya society. The Maya civilization also offers profound lessons in resilience and adaptation. Through periods of environmental stress, social upheaval, and political change,
The civilization demonstrated the capacity to innovate while preserving core cultural principles. Post-classic northern centers synthesized older traditions with new influences, maintaining continuity while responding to evolving conditions. The survival of Maya cultural practices among contemporary descendants underscores the durability and relevance of these traditions, illustrating the ways in which knowledge, ritual, and identity can be maintained across centuries. In summary, the Maya civilization represents one of the most sophisticated, enduring, and influential societies in pre-Columbian America. Its integration of intellectual, spiritual, artistic, and political systems created a culture capable of remarkable innovation, resilience, and cultural continuity. From early agricultural settlements to monumental cities, sophisticated mathematics and writing systems, precise astronomical observation, elaborate ritual practices, and enduring social structures, the Maya exemplify human creativity, adaptability, and achievement. The civilization's enduring legacy is evident both in archaeological remains and in the living traditions of its descendants, offering profound insights into the capacities of human societies to harmonize knowledge, belief, governance, and culture across time. Through the lens of Maya history, one gains an appreciation for the intricate interconnections between environment, society, cosmology, and human ingenuity. Their achievements in architecture, mathematics, astronomy, art, governance, and ritual life reflect a civilization that not only mastered the material and intellectual realms of their world, but also achieved a profound synthesis of science, religion, and social organization. The study of the Maya continues to inspire scholars, educators, and cultural enthusiasts worldwide, revealing lessons about resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of human creativity. In examining the civilization, one encounters a complex society that navigated the challenges of its environment, political dynamics, and cosmological worldview with sophistication, insight, and vision. The Maya legacy, preserved through monumental architecture, codices, inscriptions, art, and living cultural practices, remains a testament to the ingenuity and enduring relevance of one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history. Through their achievements, the Maya demonstrate the enduring human capacity for knowledge, creativity, and cultural continuity, offering timeless inspiration and insight for understanding the full potential of human civilization.